In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create blockers and dependencies in Azure DevOps. Understanding these concepts is crucial in managing workflows effectively, so let's dive right in. First, let's clarify the fundamentals. A dependency in Azure DevOps is a relationship where one work item must be completed before another can begin. Think of it like a sequence where story B depends on story A. Now, a blocker, sometimes called an impediment, is essentially any obstacle that prevents a work item from progressing. In Azure DevOps, we handle these through links between work items, such as predecessor/successor, blocks, is, blocked by, or even related. Alternatively, especially in a Scrum process, you can use a specific work item type labeled as impediment or issue to flag blockers, linking it directly to the obstructed work item. Let's walk through creating a dependency in Azure DevOps. First, you'll need to identify the two work items involved. Label the one that needs to be completed first as the predecessor, and the work item that depends on it is the successor. Once you've identified these, open the successor work item in Azure DevOps. Navigate to the Links tab or something similar, like the Add Link section. Click on Add Link and select Existing Item. In the Link Type drop-down menu, choose Predecessor, though sometimes it might appear as Successor depending on the perspective you're viewing from. This selection essentially means that the linked item outputs the necessary work for this item. Then, enter or select the ID of the predecessor work item and click Add or Link. Make sure to save your changes. With this, Azure DevOps will now recognize the link as a dependency between these items. If you want a more visual representation of these dependencies, you can optionally use the Delivery Plans feature. You'll find this under Boards then Plans. Here, you can visualize dependencies across teams or iterations, where lines display relationships and color-coded statuses indicate schedule flow. Now let's shift focus to creating a blocker or impediment in Azure DevOps. There are generally two popular methods. Let's discuss the first one, using a blocked field on a work item. If your current process doesn't already feature a blocked Boolean field, you might need to add one through process customization. On the work item experiencing the blockage, set this blocked field to yes, or whatever specific indicator your process uses. Adding a comment or note explaining the reason for the blockage is also advisable for documentation and transparency. Make sure to save your update. For enhanced visibility, you may also configure board card styling, making these blocked items distinct by displaying them in a different color. And there you have it, a comprehensive guide to managing blockers and dependencies in Azure DevOps. By setting these up correctly, you're better equipped to streamline your workflow and address challenges efficiently. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to check out more tips and best practices for optimizing your use of Azure DevOps.